Good evening, everybody. It's the Go Live Granny here. It's Sunday night. It's just after 8:15. And it is Sunday the 10th. I think it is, isn't it? Sunday the 10th of, what am I trying to say? Sunday the 10th of December 2024. Sorry, I was a bit confused there. Nothing new there then. So I am terribly confused, that's all. Oh, what a busy day. So let's hope that we have some people coming in here shortly. For some reason, I'm dumbstruck. I have no words. Or why do I not have any words? I have no idea why I don't have any words tonight. I'm sure I shall find some words in a minute. Let's hope I do. So, yeah, here I am. Another week's gone by since we were last together. And I'd just like to say, if you're coming in on the live, welcome. If you're coming in on the replay, welcome too, but please do put replay in the comments so that I can see that you've actually been coming in, you know, that you are coming in here. Now, I'm just going to have a swig of my coffee, see if that gets the brain going. I don't know. I'm a bit out of words, not quite sure why I've got no words tonight, but never mind. Perhaps I'll find some words in a minute when I've had some coffee. So here we go. A nice warm up. I have got some coffee, and in my coffee I have got some flavouring. One of the things I like now is having flavouring in my coffee. So let's just see. I'm not sure if anybody's joining us tonight. If not, I will be talking to my phone and talking to myself. But not to worry about that. These things happen. So let's just I'm going to just try something else for a minute, folks, while I'm waiting for you to come here. Whoops, I'm not sure if this is going to work. Let's have a look. So I have just been watching the Strictly Come Dancing results. As you know, I go 8:15 live 8:15 on a Sunday evening after the Strictly Dancing results, and I have just been watching the Strictly results, and the ones I thought would go through did. I'm not going to say who didn't go through because some of you might not have watched the results show yet, and one of the competitors has gone out, leaving the finalists, the 4 finalists in place. And I was a bit annoyed, not a bit annoyed, a bit peeved, whatever, last night. I was on social media last night, and unfortunately somebody decided to do a spoiler alert and try and announce the they were announcing the oops, hang on, what's going on here? Let me just see. Sorry folks, this is not right. Let's have a look. So yes, last night I was I was on Facebook, and the results show for Trixley Doesn't Come Dancing doesn't happen until Sunday evening. So I was a bit peeved to see that somebody was announcing the results on social media, on Facebook, on Saturday evening, because I like to watch it on Sunday evening. Obviously, they do the results show, they film it after the main show. But hang on, let's just go on here and let's just see what's going on. And let's have a look on here. I'm just looking on here. I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to see what's going on here. So hopefully some of you will come in. At the moment, I'm here on my own. So I'm just checking. Oh, there we go. For some reason, this one is not online. Let's have a look. It's not online. This YouTube is not online, so I don't know what's going on. Never mind. Let's have a look. Okay, let's try again. It's not Oh, well, let's not worry about that, because what I will do is I will carry on chatting. I might, you know, I just can't get to see. Maybe nobody wants to join me tonight, but you know what? It doesn't matter if they don't. I shall go and do family stuff and do my knitting, some of which I have got up here with me. So I have, as many of you know, I've been doing a lot of knitting. Hang on, let's just go on here. Let's just see. Let's just see what's going on here. Oh dear. Right, let's have a look and see. So I have no internet connection on here. So I don't know what's happening. So I'm not, see, without anybody coming in and commenting, I don't know if I'm live. It says I'm live, but I can't see the fact, and I'm looking on another gadget to see, but the other gadget is not reloading the page. There's no internet connection, so I really don't know whether, even though it says I'm live, I'm not actually live. I don't know. Let's have a look and see. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Whoops, let's go back there. So it's very, very unusual. Right, I don't know. It's not letting me do it. So I'm just wondering whether it isn't, whether there's anybody, whether it's actually not connecting. Can't see. Wait a minute. Let me just do this. Whoops. Ah, how strange. I don't know what happened there, folks. I can see all your comments now. I couldn't see any of the comments before. I couldn't see that anybody was live. Now I can see you. Let's go back. Let's. I thought I'd got it all sorted. Hello, Elizabeth. Elizabeth coming in on Facebook. Thank goodness I found you all. The window cleaner is in the house. Hello, Steve. Look, do I need some windows cleaned? Maybe I do. Steve coming in from YouTube. Tina coming in from YouTube. Andrea coming in from Facebook. Heather coming in from Facebook. Hello, beautiful friend. Elizabeth, I stopped watching it, Lynn. Okay. Oh, you stopped watching Strictly, you mean, maybe. Sam, hello, Sam. Heather said she's refreshed it and it's come back. Elizabeth says she's here. Lynn can't see us. No, I couldn't see you. All I could see was me. In the corner it said live and I was going live, but normally it tells me when there are viewers there, and it also gives me all your comments, and I had no comments and I had no little eye with however many of you are watching me, but you are here now. You're here, Lynn. We are here. So am I. Heather was live on both and telling me I was live on both, but that was it. I couldn't see any of your comments. Now, what I'm going to try and do, I do have a second gadget here. It's not very good. It has, I was going on here to try and get on to see if I was live, but this wasn't doing it. It wasn't connecting to the internet for some reason. This is not great. I am thinking of getting another gadget. You know, I need a gadget that doesn't cost me a lot of money. Then I wouldn't have to go through StreamYard, and I could just go live on Facebook and on YouTube at the same time. And then we wouldn't have all this palaver of having to set up in a studio like I do. But that's for the future. So Susan's saying hi. Tina was saying we're here. You're all saying we're here. Steve said you're all fine from there. Sam's saying his friend Jean is not with him tonight. And Sam, it's Sam, isn't it, that watches the tractor? Did you see the tractor? The tractor. What was I going to say? The tractor display. Mine are terrible. What are terrible, Steve? Sorry, I lost the thread there. Anyway, not to worry. Hello, Shane. Oh, is it Shane who's the tractor person? I've forgotten. It's Shane, isn't it? Shane, did you watch the tractor display at the Brighton Christmas Tree Festival? So I am still away from home. Hello, Kath. We've had shenanigans of trying to get. I was live, but I couldn't see any comments. Jacqueline's awake. She's saying she's awake. Oh, Windows. Oh, right, Windows. Steve's saying his windows are terrible. These windows are not my windows. These are my daughter's windows. And I take no responsibility for cleaning those. So anyway, yes, so we are here now. Thank goodness for that. And I thought I'd got it so sorted tonight. I didn't have to faff about, coming into the studio again, because I was in the studio, but I was in the studio and I don't know what happened there. Anyway, let's not worry about that. Shane was driving a tractor tonight. And let me explain for those people who don't know. Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, we have had on the Isle of Wight, we have had the Brighton Christmas Tree Festival. So, oh, look, Kath saying, oh no, she lost track of the time and missed my shenanigans, but I'm here now. Absolutely. And so are you, Kath. That's good. So the Brighton Christmas Tree Festival has been going on the Isle of Wight, and it's been going on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I am so delighted that lots of people do live streaming now, and that I can watch from afar. So I've been watching. I'm watching some of the photographs, a bit of live stream of the Christmas Tree Festival, because I haven't been able to go this year. I believe that a lot of photographs are going to go up in the next day or so. A lot of video and live stream will go up. I've watched what I can and shared out what I can. And just delighted that these days more and more people do photographs and live stream, because it means I don't have to feel guilty if I wasn't out there. Kath, who's in Brighton, she said the Brighton Christmas Tree Festival, Isle of Wight, was absolutely amazing. You loved it. Well, I know that I will love it. As I say, I have seen some live stream. And I'm going to be looking for lots more. I know that they're going to put a load more photographs and a load more footage up in the coming days. So that's absolutely brilliant. And these days I feel, right, okay, I wasn't able to go myself, but I don't feel like I shall miss out, because I will be able to share what everybody else shares, and I can share in the festivities from afar. So that's great. It's what I used to do for other people. I used to be out there live streaming so other people could watch. Now I don't need to do that. Other people live stream and I can watch, and that's great. But while I've been away from the Christmas Tree Festival, I have not been away from Christmas activities. And as you know, some of you know, I have been challenged. Challenged, is that the word? I have been challenged to make lots of cozies to go over the chocolate oranges. Now, wait a minute, let's find one that says Terry's on the bottom. Look, Terry's chocolate oranges, right? Okay, so there's a chocolate orange. Hello, Joy. Nice to see you in as well, for coming in on Facebook. So the chocolate oranges, we managed to purchase a lot of those. We managed to find them when they were on the good deals. We pop those inside the different covers, and then they get sold. There we are. They get sold, and the money goes to all the money for the ones we're selling it's going to charities and fundraising. So Kath is talking about the Christmas Tree Festival. She says she's just got Isle of Wight Pearl to visit. Their trees are there all of December. So that was a sensible way to do it. Kath has visited the ones that won't be there after this weekend, and then she's going to go and visit the Isle of Wight Pearl nearby, which trees will be up all for December. And when I had a tree up, my tree was at the Isle of Wight Pearl. Now she's put Emily and Di did a fantastic job, and Kath in all of them. Emily and Di are the lovely ladies who took over the Christmas Tree Festival. It had run for many, many, many years, raising thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds for charity. And then Chris, who'd taken it over from the original people, he ran it for years, and then he decided to hang up his Christmas tree organising boots. And then he appealed for people to take it over, and the first year nobody was there to take it over. But then Emily and Di stepped into those boots, and they were very, very big boots to fill. And Chris had done such an amazing job. Well, I can say that Emily and Di have filled those boots and some, and I think Kath will agree, because Kath actually been there, Shane's been there, those Isle of Wight people who've been there, and those boots have been filled good and proper. And from what I've been looking at online, you know, what a good job has been done. And even in spite of the fact that we had terrible weather in the UK, and you know, we had the storm, one of the storms came in to make life difficult, but still they managed to do what they needed to do. And I look forward to seeing how much they've actually raised this year for charity. So, you know, obviously Di and Emily taking it over, big boots to fill. So they had lots of a steep learning curve. I thought they were friends and had come in together to do it. Then I found out they weren't actually friends before this. They both stepped in to try and fill the shoes, and they joined together to run the festival together, and an amazing job they have done, I know. And you know, it's just wonderful to see what happens. That's only one thing that happens on our Isle of Wight. You know, we have so many things there that, you know, just promote the island, which is why it's pretty atrocious that the visitor numbers have gone down for the Isle of Wight. You know, Visit Isle of Wight, sorry, my hobby horse. They're supposed to promote the island, and figures came out the other day to say that the visitor numbers on the Isle of Wight had gone down 26% this year. So I want to know, and I want the council to answer me, why are we having a marketing company who's not marketing the company so the figures go up, but marketing it in a way that the figures go down? Anyway, off that subject now, let's move on. And it's things like the Christmas Tree Festival, the Santa Dash. I saw the Santa Dash happened the other day. I've been sharing that out. What it requires is not a marketing company who don't market. What it requires is the people of the island, the residents of the island, the friends of the residents of the island. So whether you live on the island or you don't, it's all of us clubbing together and sharing everything good that's going on about the island. So, you know, no great huge amounts of money paid to people, but just let's show what the island people can do and what they're made of. And I'm very, very proud. I might not be on the island at the moment, but I am so proud of what's going on there. In Ryde, it was the Merry and Bright weekend this weekend, and Storm, whatever it was called, I've forgotten. What's the name of this current storm? Somebody remind me. There's so many storms. Storm Bert came and went. This was another storm, something, I've forgotten what it was. And the Merry and Bright team, there were supposed to be things around the town on Friday night in Ryde, where I live, and the storm threatened to wipe it all out. Once again, Dara, thank you, Steve. Storm Dara. I knew it was something. Sorry. So the team. Kath saying, yes, there are loads of lovely Christmas things happening on the island. And that's the Dara storm she's reminding me. So many things happening on the island. And as I say, in Ryde, the Merry and Bright team, the Merry and Bright event, I think mainly organised by the new carnival company, I think it was, but I might be wrong. But they had a huge amount to do with it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What they did, they came together, they got it organised. And all the events that were supposed to be out in the streets, in the open air. Hi, Christopher, nice to see you. Happy Christmas. So all the things that were supposed to go on in the streets in Ryde, they managed to accommodate inside. What an amazing job they did. So Aspire Church became a venue for some of the things. I don't know who, you know, people playing and people doing all sorts of different things instead of them being on the streets as they normally would be in December. They managed to get inside. I think some things went inside the old NatWest building, which is now been taken over by Ryde Town Council. So they had things going on in the NatWest building where they normally would have been on the outside, you know, out near the NatWest building. There were things that went on in the old St Thomas's Church, which again has been taken over by Ryde Town Council to become a great youth centre. And it's the Centre for Network Ryde, which is the youth organisation that's amazing in Ryde. Some of the events went on in there. And Aspire, the old Aspire Church over in Dover Street, that became a venue for some of them. So they did so well. Storm Darragh was not going to mess up these events, and delighted to say that they managed to do that. There was supposed to be, I think, the Newport Carnival this last night, Saturday night, I think it was, or yes, I think Saturday night. That has been rearranged for not sure whether it must be next Saturday, I think. I'm not quite sure, but please check dates and things, or somebody put them in. So they're going to have the parade. I mean, having a parade like a carnival, you can't exactly do indoors because it doesn't work. So they've managed to rearrange their parade. So many things been rearranged, but not spoiled, not wiped out. And then I did see a post on Facebook that wildly amused me. It amused me because somebody used Facebook to get more publicity. They had a banner. I don't know what it was for. They had got a lovely big banner, and it had been obviously tied up somewhere to promote their event, their Christmas event, which I think is next weekend. I can't remember who put the post up, but it was it said, "Oh, help, we've lost one of our banners." And Storm Darragh decided to remove the banner from where it was tied on somewhere on the Isle of Wight, and decided to remove it with the wind. And the person who was writing the post said, "Please, if you find our banner in your garden, or you know, anywhere where you see it, can you let us know?" But then they went on in the post to say, "Well, this is our event, and this is when it is, and this," and put all the information in that post. So, you know, even though the banner was gone, the opportunity was not lost to promote the event. You know, they were people after my own heart, because that's what I love to see. You know, people taking it, you know, not saying, "Oh, well, our banner's blown away, then nobody will come to our event. Oh no, woe is us." They actually did something more positive, which made it, you know, it warmed the cockles of my heart, as I would say, and my dad would say. And just for a second, I'm just going to stop and have some of my coffee. Hello, Debs, nice to see you. And Richard, oh no, Kath's tagging everybody. Thank you, Kath. Kath's tagging Corey, Ailey, Yvonne, Debs, Caroline, Ian. Thank you, Kath. And Richard, she's tagging everybody to try and get them into the broadcast. You know, we have to remember that people might be busy this time of year, so might not be able to get here. But never mind, if you tag them, they will remember and they will watch the replay if they want to. They may not want to. Yes, Debs is saying thank you, Kath. Look, there we go. Yes, because Kath tagged Debs to remind her that I was here and I was live, and that you could all hear me and I could converse with you now. So let's go back to what I was saying. So just so much amazing community spirit, with everybody trying to help, so that these events that might be cancelled are not cancelled. People know about it. It's about a community working together, and whether it's a community as a little Isle of Wight community, or the little Isle of Wight community, or whether it's the bigger community of the UK, or whether it's the worldwide community. Lots of you share these things, and the community spirit is so strong. That, you know, we just need to build on that and make sure that this, you know, linking all these things up, sharing all these things, it costs seconds to hit a share button of something that's good. You know, it's how I built the audiences when I first started doing it many years ago. We don't need huge amounts of money to do it. We need a community spirit to just push the button and let it happen. And you are prime examples of sharing, tagging people, hitting the share button, or whatever you need to do. Steve is saying that he watched one of the replays, one of my replays, a couple of weeks ago when you were away. We did miss you, Steve. I know you weren't there because I can see who's, you know, I can see, well, I mean, you comment when you're there and you weren't commenting. And so I thought, well, you must be somewhere else. And if you want to watch it, you will. So there we go. So, yes, you know, just that these storms, they keep coming, but the storms are not going to get us down, are they? I'm one of those people who sleep through storms. In the hurricane of 1987, I was with my first husband, and I remember waking in the night. It certainly didn't disturb me. The storm didn't really disturb me. I remember waking in the night and hearing the windows rattle a bit. That's all I knew. And I just said to my husband, oh, can you shut the window? Because I think we'd left it open. And that's all I knew about the storm of 1987 until the morning when all the news was out and the trees were down and all this was going on. All I thought was it was a bit of a rattly window. I sleep very well. And, you know, these storms these days, they don't keep me awake either. Let's have a look. Steve saying, did I? Yes, I did miss you, Steve. Look, he said, did he? Did you? Oh, so Christopher here. Now, Christopher, those of you who don't know, Christopher lives on the island, and he's been making some garden troughs that you can put plants in. And he's been, he says, I have made the world record on making the garden troughs for the Samaritans charity by making 778 and recycled 553 old pallets of old wood, and I have made one for you as a Christmas present, and I think you're amazing, and I'm making them for community and support mental health. That's so kind, Christopher. Thank you. So nice. Oh, so mental health awareness, so I can stop suicide on the Isle of Wight and Hampshire. And that's brilliant, because I'm not quite sure whether many of you know, but suicide is something quite close to me, because my brother one of my brothers took his own life back in soon after my mum, the same year my mum died, which is 3 years ago. And the Isle of Wight failed in providing him with what he needed. You know, and there's not enough support, there's not enough awareness. My first husband was suicidal. I was very lucky at that point that I was able to get some expert help. We lived in London, and I was able to get some expert help. It's not fun. It's not fun for those people going through it. It's not fun for the people who are left behind in the case of suicide. And it's not fun for those people trying to prevent any of their loved ones actually going through with it. It's just not so. Well done, Christopher. We need much more awareness, and you've been doing a fantastic job. Well done. Steve saying sometimes he's driving back from Alf's in London. Okay, yeah, when I'm live streaming. So he was saying it was his turn to go back on the train tonight. Okay. And he's also saying that storm of 87 was mad. It really was, you know. And in the morning when I realized how bad it was, I was a bit worried then, only because my son had to go. He went to school, and he used to walk down to the station and go on a train to school. And I really didn't want him to go, but my husband said I was just being a fasspot and he should go. Anyway, imagine my delight. Well, not delight. I don't know that the delight's the right word, but how satisfied I was when I found out all the trains were cancelled and my son came home. And that was, as a mum, all I wanted was to keep him at home and safe. And so when he got home and safe, That was good in my book. You know, that's what I wanted. I didn't, you know, it wasn't a nice situation, but I really didn't want him out and about in that, where I couldn't, you know, look after him. So Sam's saying it's his friend. Oh, it's his friend Marianne's 90th birthday today. Right. Call for a song, I think. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marianne. Happy 90th birthday, dear Marianne. Happy birthday to you. And if she's not watching, please pass on our greetings, Sam. Steve is saying he can remember the windows actually rattling and bulging in the frames in your house. Yes, the 87. We're back to the hurricane of 87. It was not pleasant. It was not pleasant. But anyway, Shane is saying no. I'm not quite sure what you're saying, what you're answering there, Shane. I've lost a bit. Deb's saying we need volunteers for our Huntington Neurotherapy Centre and Hunt's Shop Mobility in January. Lots of scheduled ops means we are understaffed. Shout out, please. So there you go. Huntington Neurotherapy Centre and Hunt's Shop Mobility in January. If you have any links to any of their pages, Deb, tag me in, because you know what I will do. I will just hit the share button and share them out. And if we can get any of the Go Live Granny community to share as well, you never know, just by hitting that button, how well you will do. I know that when I asked you to share in various things in the past, you have shared, and any other people who were in the community at that time, you've shared and shared. You've helped us to get a young mum to become to get a she got funding from Richard Branson. She then went on to actually be a representative for Richard Branson in the Northeast. You've helped Ride Carnival to be the most successful carnival in the country. This is all just by hitting those share buttons, as you know, I encouraged you to do. And we have been an amazing community doing that when we work together as a community. We've had Sandown as a beach, the most popular beach in the country. We had Bembridge, most popular village. These were the Countryfile Awards. So many different awards. And, you know, I've encouraged you to do it. And you've all come up trumps. And together we make a great team. There is no I in team. It's not about me. I just happen to know how to make the numbers work. And I shared that with you, and you shared it with others. So it's all about a community working together. Let's have a look. Wait a minute. So Debs is saying lots more suicide groups needed. Absolutely. That's right. Lots and lots more suicide groups needed. Lots of happy birthdays going on there for Marion. Steve saying happy birthday, Marion. Kath saying happy birthday, Marion. Shane saying, and Shanklin Pier blew down and Ventnor Pier gone. And was that was that from the hurricane of 87? Oh no, Ventnor Pier. I don't know. Or do you mean they've gone now? I'm a bit confused. I'm a bit away from home and not quite with it. So give me a bit more info there, so I'm not sharing the wrong info. But anyway, let me show you what I've been doing. You know, the grandchildren have been challenging me. I've not been sitting idle. I started this conversation just now, but never mind. We went off on an attack like we always do. Terry's chocolate, the 1987 storm. That's what I thought you meant, Shane. Absolutely. Thank you. So I have been doing lots of covers for chocolate oranges. Hello, Susan. Shanklin Pier was 87 storm. Thank you. So I have been making. Oh, look, I've got to put the red berry on that one. I haven't got the red berry on that one yet. But slowly, my granddaughter has been going and delivering a lot of the cozies that I've made. Penguins went out this week. All sorts of things went out. Oh, there was an elf with a sparkly scarf. He went out. All sorts. Snowmen have gone out this week. Here's some of the snowmen I've still got. So I've got 3 snowmen still to go out, and Most of the snowmen I made with red scarves, but then we had a request for some, and I had some done with red scarves, but we had a request for one with a purple scarf and a blue scarf. So today I have removed the red scarves and I have made a purple scarf and a blue scarf. So these are now ready to go off to the recipients. And that one's ready to go to its recipient, but that one is going with some of the puddings. So I'm just now getting my granddaughter to say how many more we've got orders for. I think we've got orders at the moment for 8 puddings, and at the moment I've got one that needs a red berry on it. I've got another one that's complete, and I've got another one that's complete. 1, 2, 3. That one needs to have its berries on and its chocolate in it, as does that. Look, I've got mittens. So they've got to be done. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got one on the needles downstairs part done. That's 6. 2 more I've got to do. And then somebody wanted this one, which is a mince pie. Look, there's a mince pie cover. Whoops, chocolate oranges skidding round inside it. So there's a chocolate pie, a mince pie. And so that's got its chocolate orange in it, and they want another mince pie. Now I can't do the other mince pie at the moment because I don't have this wool with me, but I am on a jaunt tomorrow and I will be coming back with this colour wool. Then I will be able to finish the this one. Then probably what will happen, I will probably end up finishing the mince pie, and then somebody coming in with a late order. I don't mind. I am quite happy. In between times, I want to make some little cardigans for my granddaughters, the 2 little ones, which I'm seeing them over. I'm seeing them actually right and on Christmas, and I would love to make them. I've got some lovely sparkly wool, and I'm going to be ordering some more sparkly wool. You know, just so many. I love knitting, as you know. Most of the time I knit. Occasionally I've had a couple of days where I didn't, and I actually watched Strictly. No, I was knitting while I watched. No, last night while I watched Strictly, I didn't do any knitting. I actually watched Strictly without knitting, but that's because I was very tired and decided not to try and do both at the same time. Tonight I was knitting while I was watching the results, and when I started my conversation, when I didn't think any of you were watching me, I was telling you, what was I telling you? Now I've forgotten what I was telling you, because I could see that Steve's going to make some mince pies in his air fryer again. And Andrea's loving the chocolate orange covers. Debs is saying, Hunt's Shop Mobility volunteers, please look if anybody can share out that anything about that would be great. If there's a post about it on Facebook, Debs, tag me in it, and then I can share it, because it will alert me. Steve is going to add cinnamon and brown sugar to his mince pies. Now, mince pies, I'm not quite sure. I think for me on Slimming World, they would be mega lots of sins. I'm allowed 15 sins a day, and I think one mince pie might actually take all the sins. I don't want to do that. I like to share the sin value out between different things, or not have stuff with sins in at all. You know, a lot of free foods I like to have. And so the real mince pies I won't have, but I am having chocolate. I can have Terry's chocolate orange. Each segment of these is 2 sins. So I've been having a few segments in a day and still staying within my sins. And I lost another pound this week. Woohoo! Now, if I lose a pound this week, I will be at 3.5 stone lost since I started a year ago. And that will be whoop. But I said to my daughter, I bet you anything this week I only lose half a pound. And then I will be half a pound short of 3.5 stone. You never know. I might actually take off a pound. Last week I took off £3. This week I took off £1. We're getting there bit by bit, and I've got to go and buy some new clothes because my clothes are not fitting. And they're not fitting because I'm shrinking rather than not fitting because I'm growing. I had a dress. I've got a dress here, a red dress, and I just found it. I don't know whether it came from my mum or where it came from, but I found it when I was packing to come away. So I brought it with me. I haven't tried it on yet, but I have a feeling it might be a dress that fits me. If it doesn't fit me, it will fit one of the family here. So I bought it anyway. So that might be a nice dress for Christmas. Wait a minute. Hang on. Let's go back. The comments are coming thick and fast now. Wait a minute. Steve saying nom 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 nom. He's thinking of his mince pies. These ones, of course, the knitted ones have no fibre, full of fibre. And I did knit a mince pie that was just a mince pie without a chocolate orange. I filled it, I stuffed it, and actually made a mince pie like that. So that was the sort that's not fattening at all, just full of fibre but no calories. But this one has got calories in it, but I can count the calories. Right, let's have a look and catch up with some of these comments. Shane has got news to give to all. He's going into hospital on the Friday the 20th at 7:30 in the morning for your left injury hernia operation. Well, we wish you lots of speedy recovery after your operation, Shane. Hopefully it will go well. Defs is congratulating me on losing weight. It's brilliant, and I'm absolutely so grateful to my daughter who joined Slimming World in September last year, and she was the one that encouraged me to join. And I have joined, and I'm so glad I did. I wasn't sure how it would go, but I'm really glad. So Steve is wishing good luck to Shane. I love it when you're doing all the cross communications and wishing each other well, or helping each other with whatever we need to help each other. This community is fantastic. Andrew has been to see Peter Panto and Stinkerbell. Oh no, he hasn't. Oh yes, he has. Sorry, this afternoon at the theatre. And then put up your Christmas lights outside this evening. I hope that you haven't got a huge storm, the storm winds blowing, because they might blow them all down again. But it doesn't sound like you have. Or you wouldn't have done it. Now watching the greatest story in the world Christmas movie on YouTube. Is that good? Because Kath and I have been sharing what we've been watching on YouTube. She's telling me something, but I started watching something yesterday and I didn't finish it, and then I couldn't remember what it was, and I've had to say to the grandchildren, how do I find out something I was watching on your, because I don't understand all these different controls. On my TV at home, I put my things on my phone, and then I've got a Chromecast in the back of the TV. So I cast all the things I want to watch onto the TV, and that's easy for me. Here it's all a different system, isn't it? I've got Fire Sticks in one room, and I've got different things, and you know me and technology. And so I wanted to know how you could carry on watching something that you'd watched, but you'd come out of and gone on to something else, and then you'd forgotten what you were watching. And one of them did show me tonight. I think she showed me tonight, and it seemed so easy. And I don't know why I couldn't do it before. But anyway, there you go. So let's have a look. Shane saying, thank you, Steve. Heather saying she's proud of me. Thank you. Kath saying her husband has had that op, Shane. He'll be fine. Good luck. Excellent. And I've had a brilliant weight loss. Amazing. Well done. And thank you, Kath. Shane saying, thank you, Kath. Steve has bought Wonka on YouTube to watch with Alfie over Christmas. Do you know what? I'm a meanie. I never pay for anything. I just watch all the free ones. Aren't I a cheapskate? But except before, I don't have Netflix. And before, one of my friends had Netflix. And it was in the time when you could share your Netflix login with somebody else. So my friend shared that with me. I never paid, but now you have to pay. I don't pay. I'm not going to pay. Also want to see Wicked at the cinema, Steve. Oh, well, pop that on your agenda and maybe that would be all right. So Kath saying, we like sparkle and romance, Andrew. Is it good? Yes, Kath and we love, I love the the romantic comedies or the rom-coms or anything that's got the boy gets the girl sort of stories, those sort of happy ever after stories, because it's escapism and it doesn't often happen like that. It might do, but not often. But we like that. I like to escape into that sort of world. The second part of Wicked is at November next year. Thank you, Steve, for that. Debs is saying, since our last conversation, we have a puppy Rottweiler. Oh my goodness. So far, 2 days, he's left the tree alone. So we shared a caramel ice cream. Well done. I don't think I'd have a caramel ice cream because it might have too many sins in it. Except I've got something in my bag to show you, lovely folk. Hang on, let's just see whatever this was. Right, so Andrew's saying, the greatest story in the world is a movie about a mum and her 2 daughters who are homeless over Christmas, and they camp out and sneak about around a department store, Harrods, without staff knowing. S Club 7 are in this movie too. It's a movie from the 2000s and it's free to watch on YouTube. Definitely worth a watch. Okay, thank you, Andrew. I shall put that down. So now, talking about caramel ice cream or flavors and things like that, I have got a bag here. This bag here. And because I'm not, I'm away from home supporting family at the moment, and I will be coming and going, but I'm not going to say when I'm going and when I'm coming, just you see me pop up where I pop up, okay? But you'll also hear me talk a lot about the Top Cashback that I use and how I use Top Cashback site, and then I get a lot of cashback on things I buy. Well, one of the companies that I buy from is called My Protein. Some of you might know it. And from My Protein, I buy these little flavor drops. Whoops, can you see that? So this is hazelnut flavor. This is toffee flavor. And it's the toffee I've got in my coffee. I like flavor drops in my coffee now. My granddaughter started that. I bought the flavor drops for flavoring plain yogurt because there's no sins in this, and there's no sins in the plain yogurt that I buy. So I don't have to give any sins up in my food, and I can save the sins for other things. And so I bought them to go in my yogurt. And then I left some here, I think my daughter had bought some as well. And then she told me that my granddaughter was starting to put the hazelnut one in her coffee, and I thought, ooh. So I started putting it in my coffee. Now I don't like coffee without flavor drops in it. So I've bought the flavor drops, and there are so many varieties. Excuse me, just a minute. My coffee's getting cold, so I need to drink it. There we go. So hang on, let's just move on a bit with the comments so I can keep an eye on what's going. Hang on, let's have a look. Right, okay. And so they do charge postage. Now, if you know anything about me, I don't like paying postage. I like to do things when they're free postage. Well, of course, we've had Black Friday, we've had all these deals, and some of the Black Friday deals are really no deal at all. And on one of the programs like Morning Live or something, they were saying how 98% or 94% of all Black Friday deals are not actually a deal at all. Anyway, I do know that the deal they had on these was really good, but you had to have a certain amount to get free postage. Well, I use quite a lot of these. My daughter uses these. Some of these could be little presents for the family, because we do silly little presents as well as the better presents. And so the other day they had a good deal on these. There was also, so it was Top Cashback. So I get cashback on any orders I do with my protein anyway. Then they had a really good deal on it, and then I got to the point where I actually got free postage as well. So I have stocked up on those. I don't buy these one at a time. I wait till there's a really good deal and then I do it. Sometimes I share it with somebody else who might want to share, so that we get free postage between us, so I do that. But I did get some sugar-free syrup. It says 0 cal, but when I ordered this, I couldn't see it on my Slimming World app. And so I wasn't sure. I thought, well, I'll take a risk, because if it has got sins in it, although it says 0 cal, it might still have sins in it. I'm sure my grandchildren would love it if it wasn't any good for me. Well, it has got sins. I think it's got about, I've got half a sin or 1 sin for a tablespoonful. So I might use some of it. So I got those in raspberry flavour, chocolate flavour. Whoops, that lid wasn't on properly. Maple syrup flavour. Golden syrup flavour. These aren't all for me. This is for sharing with the family as well. Oh dear. And butterscotch flavour. So I've got those, and then I have topped up on some of these others. So let me tell you what I've got. Cheesecake flavour, you know, and I do love yogurt. I love yogurt and fruit, and that's been a lot of what I've had while I'm doing my Slimming World journey. Why aren't I central in this picture? Let's move. Oh no, because you've got the light in it. I love the yogurt, but I don't like plain yogurt. If I buy flavoured yogurts, I buy them Muller Light, and they're quite low sins. But sometimes I don't want to give away my sins, so I will do things. So look, this is a cheesecake one. Ooh, that's delicious. Let me tell you what I've got in here. I've got lots of little bottles down here. Cherry flavour. That's lovely when you're putting in other berry fruits like blackberries and strawberries and all those sort of things. I have a lot of those sort of things, and there's never a shortage of them here in my daughter's house. She always has stuff like that in. Blueberry flavour. Look, I'm not going to run out anytime soon, but because lots of us like them, let's see. Oh, that's a duplicate of the toffee and the hazelnut, because those are for presents. What else have we got? I got a new one. Sorry, the bag's on the floor. I got a new one. Coconut flavour. I've not had that one before, so I don't know what that one's like, and I don't know whether my family like that one, but I like coconut, so I'm sure that'll be right. And I think the grandchildren have had some Bounties in their advent calendar, their other advent calendars, and of course Bounty has coconut in it, so they might well like that. We will have a try and see. Banana flavour. My daughter loves banana yogurt, so that one will work. Let's have a look. Lemon. That's really nice. I love that with the strawberries, the blueberries, the raspberries, and some lemon flavouring in that as well. Or strawberry flavouring. These are so good. You know. Hang on. So there's lots of comments coming. I'll look at the comments in a minute, folks. Oh, I've got a bit of a weak wrist going on at the moment, and I don't know what that's all about. And I'll check it out when I need to. It's not hurting. It's just a weak wrist. Peach flavour. Another cheesecake one. I know there's a marzipan one in here. Oh, mango flavour. Anybody like mango? What are your favourite flavours, folks? And marzipan. Look, there we go. Marzipan. There we go. So I have a bag full of flavourings. Why wouldn't I? Then I've got something else. Because it's so easy these days to do, online shopping or getting stuff sent. It's pretty marvelous because I'm doing some of my Christmas shopping and getting it sent here because that's obviously where I am at the moment. Let me just catch up on the comments. Kath saying, Debs, you don't do things by half. I think, is that with the dogs and the ice cream maybe? So there's loads of free movies on YouTube, says Steve. I know, so many of them. Sam saying his friend Marianne says, thanks, she's had a lovely day today. Excellent. Now Andrew signed up for Top Cashback under my link, and he says I've used Top Cashback a few times now. Some shops have been pending money for a few weeks now. I try to use Top Cashback as and when I can. Absolutely. So when you use Top Cashback, different shops give you different money, different percentages, and they take different times to do it. Now, if you do Top Cashback on a bonus Friday, Andrew, and you get the bonus, the Friday bonus, that goes on your account straight away. If you buy a top gift card, the cashback for the gift card, that usually goes on straight away. Some of the others take much longer. So Andrew, it's just a game of finding out which goes on straight away and which doesn't. But trust me, they do go on eventually. I had to do and fill in a form because I was missing the cashback on my latest pair of Crocs. It hadn't registered, although when I went through the site it said it had registered. It hadn't appeared, so I've just sent off a thing to them to say, you know, I bought these Crocs, and so they will investigate it. And when I haven't had to do that very much at all. Mostly everything's been fine. When I did do it, it sorted it for me. So there we go. Flavor drops sound great, but too late for tonight's binge. Absolutely too late for tonight's binge. But Debs, if you want to know for the future, let me know. And if you're not a Top Cashback member, being a Top Cashback member and then getting the deals on the My Protein is good. There are so many stores that give you Top Cashback. There's over 6,000 stores that you can use Top Cashback in. Andrea is saying they've had a new baby grandson last week, 6 pounds 2 ounces, and his name is Freddie. 4th grandchild, 2 boys and 2 girls now. I have 6 grandchildren, but I only have 1 boy, 5 girls, and they're all gorgeous. Congratulations to the lucky parents, says Andrew. Thank you, says Andrea. Did you hear Rocky Road hi-fi bars are coming back into Slimming World groups from middle of January? Fine, Andrew, but the hi-fi bars, now hi-fi bars on Slimming World, sorry folks, those of you who are not interested in Slimming World, it's just part of the conversation because Andrew's been doing well on Slimming World up in Scotland. Hi-fi bars, you can have 2 hi-fi bars, and that counts as a B choice. You get A choice, you get 2 A choices, 1 B choice. Then for the ladies it's 15 sins. I'm not quite sure how many sins it is for the men, and then loads of free food. Lots and lots of things are free food, and a lot of the meals that you see me put up online are made up of free food. Tonight I had a jacket potato with cottage cheese and a lovely salad, and it was all free food. The whole plate was free food, so I didn't have to count any sins on that. That was brilliant. But one thing I would need to know about the hi-fi bars, Andrew, is are they gluten-free? Because I am go gluten-free these days. So let's have a look. Shane's made me laugh. Hang on a minute. I'll come to Shane's comment. Sharing. Debs is sharing. She has a good working Epson ET printer with cheaper bottle inks if you know of someone who'd like it. I wouldn't say I would like it, but I won't like it because I kill every printer that comes into my house. I manage to kill. Shane says, I don't like plain yogurt. I ought to try helicopter yogurt. You are so funny, Shane. Dear, oh dear. Yes, Tina, if you go onto Top Cashback and then you look, so usually, because Tina's signed up with Top Cashback under me, if you go in and look for My Protein, that is the name of the company. So when you get on your Top Cashback site, in the top it says look for retailers, and if you go into My Protein, you will find it there. But Tina, I can message you after the broadcast. Just drop me a message and I'll remember to do that. Hello, Richard. Richard's in the house now as well. Nice to see you. Other people say, do they a black? Oh no, they don't, Susan. Not at the moment. Do they do a Black Forest one in those drops, please? No, but what's Black Forest made up of? I suppose, no, they don't, but I suppose you could use the other. Well, I don't know. You can mix and match a bit, but as soon as they do have one, I will let you know, because that would be on my hit list. Black Forest Black Forest would be. Let's have a look. So Steve's saying congratulations on the new grandchild. That's on the new grandchild. Debs is saying congratulations. Lots of you saying. And Vivian's just come in. Hello, Vivian, coming in the house. Vivian is coming in from Kentucky. Nice to see you. Andrew's saying hello. We had gluten-free tiger rolls from Olio. Oh, well done. See, yes, I'm gluten-free. Also, free cheese bloomers. You did well then, Richard, didn't you? Oops, hang on. Black Forest is made up of fir trees. Ha, 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 Richard. I do not want to eat a fir tree. Thank you very much. Free breakfast pastries he had. So, thanks. And yep, Black Forest. There we go. So that's what we want to know. So, anyway. So I'm going to put my chocolate oranges away in the bag, because I've got something else to show you. Now, I haven't done much crafting, and tonight I've got to do some crafting, because somebody I know has got a birthday tomorrow, and I'm going to see the person with the birthday tomorrow. I'm not going to say any more on here now. Oh, yes, actually, I should. No, I won't. We'll do the happy birthdays next week. But I haven't done much crafting. I've done a lot of knitting and all that sort of thing, but I haven't done crafting. So Susan had put this. Look, Susan had put thanks, and yep, Black Forest Gateway, lol. And Richard said, oh, I think you mean gatto flavour, not gateway. There we go. Gluten-free high buys are the chocolate orange, the triple chocolate, the fruit and nut. Yes. And Tina saying thank you. Viv saying good to see you, Lynn. It's good to be seen. So here we are. Tonics. Many of you will know that I am a member of the Tonics Craft Kit Club. Oh, Andrew's asking, has anyone used Too Good To Go app and got some fab cheap food items from shops that participate? It's an app to help fight food waste. I don't use that because I'm not out and about much, so it doesn't work for me, Andrew. So I don't know if anybody does. Come in and tell us if you are. Shane's gluten-free and potato-free. And Susan's blaming her blooming tablet because it keeps changing what you type. I know that sort of thing. I use Siri, so I use voice to text because my son taught me a long time ago that you can talk 4 times as fast as you can type. So, you know, talking it into your phone is good. But my phone sometimes plays up, and it's playing up a lot at the moment, and it's actually not putting in. It says some of it, and then it stops. And I have to keep repeating myself. And then if I repeat myself too many times, it puts it more than once. Stupid thing. Anyway, so let's go back to the tonic craft kit. So as you know, most of you know, I'm a crafter and I love doing crafting, but I haven't yet, but I've got to do something this evening. Anyway, I realized that so this craft kit comes out once a month, and they announce on the 20th of the previous month what the new kit will be, so you then can see what the kit is. If you decide you don't want it that month, you can skip a month. You don't get penalized for it. But I like to be a member of Tonic's Craft Club because I was buying quite a few things from Tonic. I've actually slowed right down on what I'm buying for craft, not much at all. But if I buy anything in the rest of the time, I get 10% off all everything that they sell. And the kit is cheaper if you're a member and have it, you know, if you subscribe as a member. However, if you look at the one and it comes out and you don't fancy it, you can skip a month and you don't get penalized. So anyway, I saw this come out on the 20th, and I thought, oh, I'm really going to like this kit. Some of them are nicer than others. I'm really going to like this one. And then they bill you, they remind you, and then they bill you on the 1st. So they will let you know that there's another payment due. They're not one of these that just zap the payment like Amazon or some of those other people do. They will just let you know, which is quite good. So anyway, they let me know in time, and I suddenly realised I wasn't going to be at home, and this might sit on my outside my door in the rain, and I didn't want that to happen. So I was able to pop in and edit the address to send it to, and I've got it here. So do you want me to take the money or open the box? And that, folks who don't get that reference, years and years ago there was a program called I forgot what it was called. Anybody remind me? But in it there was a yes no interlude, and one of the take your pick. It was called Take Your Pick, and there were all these boxes, and there were prizes in some, and you had to answer questions, and if you got the questions right, it was a fun game. I don't remember all the ins and outs, but if you got your questions right, you were able to choose a box that had got prizes in. Some were booby prizes, some were better prizes. Then Michael Miles was the question master, and he would try and buy the key from you. So he would offer you, open the box, take your pick. Absolutely, Richard, thank you. And he would try and buy the key from you, and he might offer you a little bit of money or a lot of money. You might decide to take sort of £200 for your key, and then find you missed out on a £1,000 cruise or something, because that was the prize inside. You had to guess where you're going to get a booby prize or weren't you? So that's what I was referring to. Do you want me to open the box? I think Richard says open the box. So does he mean open the box? Shane's got diabetes as well. You know you can reverse your diabetes. Shane, I'm pretty sure you can reverse your diabetes by monitoring what you eat. But I'm not an expert, so I don't know. Anyway, let's have a look. Right. So Richard's saying yes. Olio, good app. Get lots of good food that's near its best before date. Yes, I have also used Too Good To Go app, and do most recent bargain vegetarian carvery. Take it out from Toby Carvery, $2.95 instead of $9.95. That was a good bargain, wasn't it? Andrew's saying Take Your Pick was a good game show. Alan Carr had a version of it last few. I didn't know that Alan Carr had done it. I'll have to have a look. I'll have a look for that. Anyway, I think you can type 2DBT. You can for type 2 diabetes. Right. So as I say, I'm not a medic, but I know some diabetes you can reverse. So that might be worth looking into. I don't know. Not a medical expert, but I do know that my own health has improved vastly by me losing 3.5 stone. That was, for me, that really worked. It's got to be what's right for you, and we all have different needs and different wants and different things that we want to do. So, it's up to you to think about these things. You're right there. That's what I've been doing. Shane says, you're right there. That's what I've been doing, just what you just said. Excellent. I'm sure the offer for the box, Take Your Pick, inspired bankers offer on Deal or No Deal. Yes, it might have done. Deal or No Deal was another program that came on, and it might have been inspired by Take Your Pick. All right, so Susan's telling me that it was on ITV Alan Carr game shows. Thank you. I shall look into that. And here we go. Kath has more medical news. You can't reverse type 1 diabetes because it's an autoimmune disorder. But I think then type 2, you must. Is it type 2 that you can then, Kath? I know I'd heard that some you can, but as I say, I'm not medical and I don't understand these things, and I don't ever propose to be, purport to be. Right, Too Good To Go app. You've had some fab deals. Take out cooked hotel breakfast for £3 or instead of £10. You like a bargain. You like in my, welcome to my world. You know how much I love the bargains. A local lady says, Deb, kindly had a chat item clear out. Maybe a craft item clear out. I can only use some items for painting cards with dementia patients. Rest will be passed on to local crafters and care homes. Well done. So that's great, isn't it, Deb? You can use some of it, but you can pass on to other people. That's always good. It's what I do. And I was telling my daughter earlier, we were talking about they've been clearing out a relative's property. You know, a house is now going, it's about to exchange next week, and they needed to finish, you know, empty the last bits out, and they had a fridge and a washing machine, and it was about how what they were going to do with it. And I was saying to my daughter, years ago, when I was living in the same street as I live now, but I was living in a house 3 doors along from where I live, and the people next to me moved out, but they obviously had 2 cupboards that they didn't want, and so they left them on the front lawn and just said free to take. And so I took them next door, and I've had them for years and years, put my craft stuff in it. I just recently gave them to charity because I replaced them with IKEA units, but they owed me nothing. They'd done me good service, and I'd had them for a long time. And then I gave them on to some other, you know, where else, and I gave them away. And I saw them in the shop the next day. Straight away, they had them on sale, and then they were gone. So I assumed that somebody had then, you know, purchased them, and the charity had benefited. I hope so. So Shane's saying he's got type 2 diabetes. Okay, my love, that's all right. See, you know, we have all the information coming through for anybody who wants it. Lots of people with lots of advice, but hopefully it's all good advice. Now, Debs is saying, oh no, we've had that bit. You bet the game show from years ago has returned to ITV last night with a brand new series, Ordinary People, Extraordinary Challenges, the epic high-stakes game show. Holly Willoughby and Stephen Mulhern is the host this time round. Okay. And Shane saying free, free, free. I like the word free. Richard's saying he's improved. I think his diabetes. Mine improved by being on doctor's recommended preventative program for pre-diabetes 3 months in. Lost weight purely by less carbs and more protein. Work with dietitians through Livia app. You see, there's so many different ways, and you have to choose. For me, Slimming World is brilliant, but it's not what works for everybody. So different people choose different things, and you know, just in here we're just chatting about what might work for different people, and that's what worked for Richard. It says it's a 9-month program there, so that's good. So yes, anyway, I opened the box, but I didn't show you what was in it, so maybe I should show you what's in it. So you always get a little grey bag of joy. I'll show you what's in there in a minute. You get an instruction of what's in the box. You get a folder with dies and stamps in it. I'll show you that in a minute. And you get Craft Perfect folder that has your card and stuff in it. And then you have a lovely empty box, which I save all the boxes because, you know, these come in useful for storing things in, storing craft stuff, or using as a box if I want to post something out to somebody. These are so nice and strong. And so I use them for boxes for posting stuff sometimes. So there we go. So let's show you. So this is Tonic Craft Kit 86. And I don't know if you can see how clear that is. Those are 2 crackers, but they're crackers with only the cracker bit on the top and not on the bottom. But you can make them as full crackers, or you can make them as a box with a cracker top. So there we go. So look, oh, there's a cracker. Look, made. There's a full cracker. And I am going to be making some of these. So that's, and it's telling you here the subscriber benefits in here. It says 2 sheets of dies, coordinating craft equipment, carefully curated craft goodies, outline tutorials and inspiration, minimum value of £55. Now, if you buy a one-off, I think it's $34.99, just a one-off box. If you subscribe, it's $29.99 a month. And for me, $29.99 with a minimum value of 55 is pretty good value. And I've enjoyed it most of the time. I haven't actually skipped any months, but I might skip some months going forward, but we'll see how we go. So don't forget, let's catch up with the comments, because otherwise it goes by. Did you know that IKEA can buy back your old IKEA furniture no matter how old it is? Different price categories depending on the wear and tear of the item. Thank you for that, Andrew. I think somewhere in the back of my head I knew that, but just thank you for reminding us. Sam is saying his friend Jean is in hospital. Well, I hope that she recovers very well, very soon. Whether it's an illness or an operation. Richard says, don't have diabetes. It's very good. Our doctors have emphasis on prevention. Yes, absolutely. So prevention is better than cure, they say, don't they? So that's good if you can do anything that actually makes getting it much less of, of a thing. Right. Boy. I'm not quite sure, Shane, what that was to, but never. So Richard's saying, it's a prevention program, a prevention program. Thank you. Kath is saying, hope Jean is okay. Vivian is saying she's loving the crafting kit. And Debs is saying, if anyone has Parkinson's or a tremor, the NHS can do free made-to-measure compression gloves. But I have bought a Q1 disc that vibrates on my chest to oppose or cancel the tremor like white noise. It's brilliant, fairly new product. NHS discussions to adopt it. Okay, thank you. Oh, I've just had something flash up at the side of my phone to say that the battery's running out. So let's just plug you in. There we go. We're done in time. I thought I was plugged in and I had forgotten to plug in. So Richard's saying the doctors put him on to prevent diabetes and have also been on cardiac system boost program to prevent heart and circulation problems. Absolutely brilliant. And Shane's saying he doesn't want to go blind. I'm sure you don't. So anything that you can do, in a preventative, anybody, can help with any of these things. It's always useful to add into the discussion. But obviously, anything medical, you do have to check with your medical people to make sure that any of the advice is, is correct, because obviously a lot of us are not medical people, so I wouldn't want anybody to take advice unless they were really sure about it. So this one is the Craft Perfect, and I'm going to show you what's in this one. So this is the card to make those lovely crackers. So look, we have some brown. I don't know what all these colours are called. It will tell me on that leaflet, but I'm sure you're not terribly bothered about the names of the colours. So we've got some lovely brown. This has got a lovely sheen to it, look. Excellent. That one's got a lovely sheen. I don't know if you can see the sheen on it because of the light, but you might be able to. And that's craft card. 2 sheets of craft card. And look, oh, glitter, you know how much I like glitter, don't you? So there's glitter, and then there's, oops, you can see my camera set up now in the card, look. So I have got the phone on the top of a cat box, some sort of cat box on a chair. That's how you're set up. And then some nice rose gold type, and whoops, is that another one there? No, and some silver. All those lovely things there. And then in this one, now this is a binder. Look, it's got holes in it. All the kits come. So all the let's see. All the stamps and dies come in a binder, in a folder like this. And then every 3 months you get an actual folder, and these clip in. So three months go in one folder. And so this one, now they give you a little sticker. This is called a Christmas cracking Christmas box. That will go on here. And now what they've started doing is doing these little stickers as well. And these will go on the side of the little folders, like the little the little folders, and you can put them on the side, so when they're on a bookcase you can actually see them from the outside of the folder, which I thought was a bonus deal. And then this has got, so we have got all these bits. I expect you, oh, hang on, you can't see very well on there, can you? Look, let's put it up. No, wait a minute, let's put it on. Let's put it against a piece of card that helps you see it better. There we go, that's better. Whoa, it's in a shiny packet, so it's not so good. Sorry, the shine is on there, but you can see some holly and all sorts of different shapes and bits and pieces there. And that's one. There's some stickers here to go on, so you can make cards, you can make the cracker boxes and crackers. And then the other one is like the other part of the packet. Oh, the other part is like that. It's got all the bits in it, and then it's got the instructions in it as well. And these go through a die cutter. So you put the card with these shapes, and you can wind it. I've got a hand die cutter that I wind them through, and then it cuts all the shapes out, and it's brilliant. And I'm going to have fun, and I'm going to do some crafting after I finish talking to you. So I better hurry up. Richard says that Q1 disc devs looks a bit like an Iron Man's arc reactor. Okie dokie. Christopher saying, just to let me know that Monkton Street in Ryde is closed this evening because of a fire next to the Solent Inn pub. It's on the Isle of Wight Press website. Well, hopefully nobody was hurt and not too much damage done. I know the people who own the Solent Inn, and I know the people who own Monkton Arts down Monkton Street, so hopefully everybody's safe and well. Richard says he likes crackers at Christmas and cheese board. So I think you're talking about the crackers to eat, but maybe you also like the crackers that you pull. So those of you who are abroad may not know what we mean by crackers. So this is a cracker here. Whoops, can you see it? And it's usually made out of cardboard and paper, and one person holds one end and one person holds the other end, and inside there's a thing that goes snap, and you pull, and inside there's often a hat, a paper hat, and a joke and a little funny little game or toy or something like that. And we've had them for years and years and years, but I know that some people abroad don't know what a cracker is, and we always had crackers on our Christmas table. And the first year that I was in my own home, I made, was it the first year or maybe the second year? You can tell I'd had too much time on my hands. I made crackers that matched the decor of my dining room. It was way back in that time when we had psychedelic wallpaper, and I had blues and purples and black swirly wallpaper, and I had a lovely turquoisey blue, very shag pearl carpet, and my crackers matched those colours. And I even made the hats that went in the crackers, and they matched as well. And I think that I personalised the crackers and put in a gift to match the person whose cracker it was. Definitely had too much time on my hands then. And now I'm a retired lady. Maybe I can go back to what I did all those years ago. Who knows? Perhaps good. I've got the kit here. Right. So Richard's saying that Touchwood Solihull have environmentally friendly glitter makeup in vending machines. Oh, that's interesting. Jolly good. So Shane's saying two words sound the same, but like boy. Yeah, but I don't know what you were referring to. Apologies, Shane. I didn't know what you were referring to when I saw it. So anyway, don't worry. So also, what's in my little grey bag? Let's have a look in my little grey bag. So I have got some polished gold fusion foil roll. So this is foil for putting on cards and gift boxes. I have not done much of that, but I will. And there's another one. There's a rose gold one there. And then what is this? This is a glitter gloss. Wait a minute. What is it? A glitter gloss pen. There we go. So that yellow bit comes out. You throw that away and then you pump the pen and you'll get glitter gloss out of that one. And what else have I got in here? Oh, I've got these two things. Now, these funny looking things, these are what you dip in the ink and you rub it on whatever, you know, whatever you want to spread the ink onto. That's what they are. Two of those. And a pot of, what does it say? Nouveau glitter paste. Wait a minute, let me take it out of the shiny bag. And I just happen to have a pair of scissors, so I can just open the bag and show you what's here. Except that I didn't open it enough. Whoa! Let's cut that open. There we go. Some glitter gloss. Let's have a look. Glitter paste. Oh, I won't open the top until I'm ready to use it, otherwise it dries up. But I love the pots. They're always nice pots. Some of the pots they do their glitter drops in always have a nice little gem on the top. So there we go. That is what was in the box. I've opened the box. There you go. Now let's see. Right, okay, Christopher's got a cracker joke for us to make us laugh. How do you make the sea go out on the Isle of Wight? You wave to it. Very good, Christopher. Thank you for your joke input. That's amazing. So I've got a few bits of craft stuff here that I haven't done anything with yet, but I might while I'm here. Look. There's some Christmas stamps that I need to stamp and ink up and make some nice Christmas cards. I have got a jigsaw maker here. Let's show you. This is what I make the jigsaw. Oops, hang on, let's take Christopher's comments off. I've got a jigsaw maker, and this I have made jigsaws for my family in the past, and I think I told you this doesn't have very many pieces. So how many does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. About 30 pieces. I might be wrong. 30, 32 pieces. And I made a jigsaw. I made some jigsaws a couple of years ago for Christmas. And I made one for my sister. It was a picture of her and maybe her son or her grandson or whatever it was. And I made the jigsaw, and then I made a little box and put it in the jigsaw. I didn't give her a picture with it, but it was only a 30-something piece jigsaw. Then I wondered why on earth she was taking so long to do it, because she's not stupid. And then I suddenly realized I've got more than one of these 30-something piece jigsaws at jigsaw makers. And I suddenly realized most jigsaws are quite squarish, aren't they, with just one bit out or the dippy bit in. But if you look at this one, it's all random shapes. So it's not your average jigsaw puzzle, and that's why it took her so long, because this was the one I used, and I hadn't sort of appreciated how much more difficult it is to put a jigsaw together when there are random pieces and not the squarish pieces. So there we go. So Shane's saying a boy is a small lad and a boy goes on the boat. Yes, but I didn't know whether you had put another comment that followed on from, Shane. I'm sorry, I was getting a bit muddled. Deb's saying if you have shiny foils, you can auto stick them to black laser printed paper and card. It's how professional packaging is made. Thank you very much for that, Debs. I've got to play around and experiment with that. I shall watch they have a lot of tutorials, and I will have a look at the tutorials and see if I can educate myself with that. Talking of tutorials, one of my granddaughters has really got into, and I'm so thrilled. She's really got into crocheting, and she does a lot of the amigurumi, which is she's enjoying the amigurumi. She's starting on it, which is great for me because I now know what to give her for Christmas. And they're the little toys, and she wants some of the velvety wool, like the chenille wool. And she the other day she made a frog's head with big eyes on it. It was brilliant for a first attempt. It was fantastic. It looked like she'd been crocheting for a long time, and I was so thrilled to see. And now she wants to do some more. So I've been looking up where I can get the chenille wool. I know that Isle of Wool do the big balls. I might want to get her some of the small balls. I don't think she does them in there, but I will have a look around and see. It started from free. Okay, thank you, Shane. Okie dokes. So I am going to go in a minute because I've got things to do. Places to go. No, not places to go. I'm not going anywhere tonight. But I've got some craft to do. I've got to finish that Christmas pudding that I'm doing. I've got 3 Christmas puddings to do, but I don't think I'll get them all done tonight. It doesn't matter as long as they're done this week. They're for teachers at the children's schools, and so as long as they're done by the end of the week, that will be fine. What else? Anything else? I don't think I've got much else to tell you. Anybody got anything else that they want me to share on here? Let me know, and that will be fantastic. But I will. Yes, I like Debs is saying, have a nice crafting holiday. I'm doing a support the family. You know those times when things, you just need an extra bit of support. That's what it's all about. And so, I'm actually very lucky. It's a bit like being on holiday. Sometimes I do the meals. Sometimes I will empty the dishwasher or, do some of the chores around the house. Other times I get waited on. It's very nice, but it's nice being with family. That's just all, and just being there when you're needed, and it's just lovely. So that's it. So yes, holiday. I think so. I'll put a video up on YouTube, Xmas Tractor. Thank you, Shane. That will be wonderful. I'd look forward to seeing that. Then I could share it on my own pages. So, folks, if you've got anything else that you want me to share, do let me know. Otherwise, it will be over to seeing you next Sunday. Of course, next Sunday, I will not be following on a strictly results show, because that's why I do 8:15 on a Sunday, because the results, the Strictly Come Dancing, the show's on Saturday night, and they put the results show on Sunday. Oh, and I don't know if I said this earlier. I think I started to say this, and then I don't know if I finished it. But I like to watch the show on Saturday night, and then watch the results show on Sunday. Well, actually, what they do is they record the results on Saturday night after the main program's gone out. They have the public voting, and then they do the knockout bit on Saturday night. So somehow the results are already known by some people. And I never want to know, because I want to know the results on Sunday. So that's why I watch the results show, and then I come on here. Now, I did watch tonight, but last night it was almost spoilt for me, because I was on Facebook and I saw somebody put up, oh, that's brilliant, my top 3 people in Strictly have got through to the finals, and then they listed them. I quickly whooshed the post out the way, because I didn't want to know. It wasn't fair to put the results up like that on Facebook. It's somebody who just didn't think about it, but I didn't want to see it. So I knew one of the couples that got through, and I tried not to look at the others. I don't know whether I had a bit of an idea, or I can't remember. I didn't want to know. I didn't want to know till tonight, so I was a bit sad. one of my friends had looked, but she said, I'm not going to tell you because I know you don't want to know, and that's fine. But anyway, I now know who's in the final. I'm not going to say in case any of you haven't watched the results show, but I did agree with the results tonight, and I think they were the right ones. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to have a good, yes, Kath says, thanks Lynn, have a good crafting time. I will. And for now, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to tidy up all this mess that I've just made on my bed. I don't really want to sleep with all these chocolate oranges in the bed. They might melt if I do that. I better move them. And look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being patient at the beginning of the show when I couldn't see that any of you were here. Oh, hello, Patricia. Didn't know that you were there. Maybe you've been sitting quietly in the background. That's absolutely fine. And hang on. Debs is saying night. Shane's saying he's been working on a Howard Bantam rotivator. And Steve saying, thank you, Lynn. Have a lovely week. I know I will have a lovely week here with the family. And I will see you all again soon. And all of you have a safe time. Stay out of that terrible storm. Any of you here in the UK. I hope it's coming to an end. I think it's supposed to be coming to an end tonight, isn't it? Which will be good. So that's it. There we go. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a lovely week. Thank you. Bye, everybody. See you soon. Whoops, now I can't touch the end but hit the... Oh dear, I've got to take it off the stand because my nails are getting so long. I need to have my nails redone. It's gone 5 weeks and it's struggling to actually hit the end button, but here we go. Night night. Whoops.